What up, this is Rama Screen, covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Hulu's new series, Life and Beth. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you'd like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. First up, I would like to say thank you to Hulu for granting me the screeners to this entire new show. They've asked me to not spill spoilers, therefore this review is spoiler-free. I repeat, there are no spoilers in this video review. Look, we can have an endless debate about whether or not Amy Schumer is funny, and it seems that there is currently a general trepidation about her hosting the upcoming Oscars. But I personally have always liked some of her stand-up specials, and you know how it is with comedy being subjective and all. So it's safe to assume that if you were never a fan of Amy Schumer to begin with, then this new show of hers, Life and Beth, will not be your cup of tea. If you ask me though, Life and Beth is so much better than anything that Amy has ever written before. Life and Beth is side-splitting hilarious, like rolling on the floor funny, but at the same time it's also deeply affecting and very personal. I knew going in that this was gonna be more of a dramedy, but I didn't expect this to be laced with so many reflective and profound moments. So I gotta commend Amy for venturing into this territory and actually succeeding at it. Written and directed and executive produced by Amy Schumer, in Life and Beth, Beth's life would look pretty great on paper. Impressive to everyone she grew up with. She makes a good living as a wine distributor, she's in a long-term relationship with a successful guy, and lives in Manhattan. When a sudden incident forces Beth to engage with her past, her life changes forever. Through flashbacks to her teen self, Beth starts to learn how she became who she is and who she wants to become. We'll go on her journey towards building a bigger, bolder, and more authentic life, learning to express herself and living in an intentional way. A trip down memory lane is a strong source of trauma, comedy, and moving forward. Starring Amy Schumer, Michael Cera, Susanna Flood, Violet Young, and Michael Rappaport. I'm aware that this show is fictional, yet I can't help but sense that perhaps this character Beth is a bit of an extension of Amy Schumer herself, like a creation that's been brewing in Amy's head for quite some time. And episode after episode after episode, it seems that Amy brings a lot of herself into this role, including her brand of humor, as if many of the comical exchanges between friends that are happening here may have possibly used some of Amy's material that couldn't fit in her previous gigs. But the subtlety in which she blends comedy and drama is undeniably meticulous. So without giving too much away, this is essentially a story about somebody who slowly but surely figures out that she deserves a better boyfriend, that she deserves a better job, and maybe she doesn't always have to be the city girl she claims to be. This is a self-realization coming into her own type of journey, with a lot of quirks along the way that ask the question, is it too late to know your purpose and to find yourself at 40? But not once in that exploration does Life and Beth ever feel forced or heavy-handed, even in the flashback scenes, and there are some emotional stuff going on there. But every episode always ends on a much lighter note without minimizing the point that it's trying to get across. Amy surrounds herself with a fantastic supporting cast, one of whom is Jonathan Groff, whose character here is antithetical to the Jonathan Groff we're familiar with. You'll get what I'm talking about once you've seen his episode. Michael Cera is another one that's like a curveball, because I don't know about you, but I'm like, where has Michael Cera been all this time? And it's as if Amy wrote this specific character with Michael in mind, because Michael just runs with it effortlessly. And even though there is a big age gap between Amy and Michael, but their chemistry doesn't look awkward at all. It actually comes off sweet and endearing. There are a total of 10 episodes in this first season, and each runs about 30 minutes tops. And Amy is not afraid to mix in topics about her Jewish heritage and women in workplace, but they are always delivered in the context of Beth's personal growth. In a way, I'd like to think that this show is filling the void that A.D. Brian Shrill left behind. So yeah, Life and Beth is a pleasant surprise to me. Not sure if it's gonna be well received by many, but I for one definitely enjoyed it.